respected elders, educationists, language scholars, dear teachers, dearest students, welcome. First of all, it is my kind request that those who have been subscribed our channel, Tirukkural and Science, may kindly subscribe it. Dear elders and students, now we are going to see the 5 couplets from 66 to 70 under the chapter having nice children, having wealthy children. In Tamil, Makkat Peru, having nice and good children. See, in these 5 couplets, Valuvan gives the picture of the delight of their parents in some two couplets. In one couplet, he describes the duty of the father, and in the 2 couplets, he stresses the duty of a son. What is the duty a son has to teach us towards his mother, and what is his duty towards his father? You know, in these things, in these 5 couplets are described. Come, let us see. Tirukkural, comments and explanations on the basis of a science and virtue. 5 couplets from 66 to 70. Video 28, dated 14/4/24. Let us see what is the 66th couplet tells us. What Valuvan says through this couplet: the pipe and the lute are sweeter to those who never heard their infants prattle. That is here. Valuvan says that is the prattle of our young children, infants. The prattle of our young children is sweeter than the music produced by the pipe and the lute. That is the message of this poem. This couplet, that is the noise produced by our infant's prattle, is sweeter than the music produced by the pipe and the lute. This is the message of this poem. Content: the pipe and the lute are not sweeter before our infant's prattle. The pipe and the lute are not sweeter. That is, the music produced by the pipe and the lute are not sweeter before our infant's prattle. That is, our infant's prattle is sweeter than the music of the pipe and the lute. This is the content. Then explanation. The lovely noise produced by our infant's prattle would be sweeter than the music of the pipe and lute. The lovely noise produced by our infant's prattle would be sweeter than the music of the pipe and lute. Only those who never heard the lovely prattle of their infants would say the pipe and the lute would be sweeter. Only those who never heard the lovely prattle of their infants would say the pipe and the lute would be sweeter. That is, Valdavan says, only those people who haven't heard the sweet voice of their infants, the sweet prattle of their children, would be telling that the music of the pipe and the lute would be sweeter. What is the message? That is, the message is, the prattle of our infants is the sweetest music in the world and the whole world. The pipe and the lute are sweeter to those who never heard their infants' prattle. That is, for the people who never have heard the prattle of their children, infants would be telling that the pipe and the lute are sweeter. Then, in 67th couplet, Valdavan says, what is the duty of a father towards his son? He describes it. He defines it. The duty of a father is defined here. The duty of the father is making his son sit in council in the front row smiling. That is, the duty of the father is making his son sit in council in the front row smiling. What is the message of this poem? That is, the sole duty, the utmost duty of your father is making his son a great one. How a father can make a son a great one? First, the father should feed his son virtue, morality, and good qualities. These are the most things that a father first should feed to his children. Then he should feed him, he should give their children the right kind of learning, the right kind of education he should give to his issues to his children. Thus, feeding them virtue, moralities, and good habits, and then giving them right kind of learning. These things alone would make a son and daughter sit proudly in the front row, sit proudly, majestically in the front row of the councils of the great. Only the good learning and good qualities of the children could allow them to sit in the front row of the council of the great. This is the message of this poem. The duty of the father is making his son sit in council in the front row smiling. Content. The utmost duty of the father is giving virtuous and wise learning to his children. He says to his son, he says, but as far as myself is concerned, it is applicable to the whole children, whether it is male or female, that doesn't matter. It is applicable. The duty of the father towards his children is he should, first of all, he should feed them virtue and morality and good qualities, and then give them right kind of learning. That is education. That alone would make their children, his children, to stand proudly in front of the great people. The utmost duty of the father is giving virtuous and wise learning to his children. Then explanation. The duty of the father is giving virtuous and sound education to his children and making them shine in the counsel of the wise. That is, the first duty of your father is feeding virtue and giving meaningful education to his children and making them stand proudly in the counsel of the great. This is the, again, you see, again the couplet, that the duty of the father is making his son sit in counsel in the front row smiling. I mean, the duty of the father is bringing up his children by feeding virtue, morality and good habits, and then giving them sound and right kind of education. That's all. Yes, 68th couplet. The greater wisdom of the children pleases not only the parents but the whole world with bliss. Dear students and elders, what does Vallabhan says in this couplet? That is, it is the habit of the entire world. That is, when your parents, when your father and mother hears or sees, when father and mother hear or see that their children, son or daughter, is greater than themselves by virtue, by morality, by learning, in all the qualities, when their children are greater than themselves, they feel highly proud of their children. This is the nature of the world. When the parents hear that their children are superior to them by morality and virtue and by learning, when their children are superior to them, they feel proud of their children. Now that is the nature of the world. Here Vallabhan says, the greater wisdom of the children pleases not only the parents but the whole world with bliss. That is, the greater wisdom of the children not only pleases their parents, but also the great wisdom of the children pleases the entire world, all the living beings and the nature. Not only living beings, not only parents, not only living beings, but the nature itself gets pleased because of the greater wisdom of the son and daughter. Again, the greater wisdom of the children pleases not only the parents but the whole world with bliss. Continue. The children wiser than parents might please the entire world. The children wiser than parents might please the entire world. That is, when the children are wiser than their parents, that would please the entire world. Explanation. All the parents in the world feel pleased when their children are wiser than themselves. All the parents in the world feel pleased when their children are wiser than themselves. That is, when the children are wiser and more virtuous and generous than their parents, it pleases not only their parents but the entire world. That is, the greatness of children must delight the whole world. Again, the greater wisdom of the children pleases not only the parents but the whole world with bliss. Let us see the 69th couplet. You see, here Valluvan glorifies the womanhood of a woman, the feeling of a woman, the feeling of a mother. Picturize in this poem, in this couplet, Valluvan picturizes the feeling of a mother. Greater joy mother feels than she bore him. Greater joy mother feels than she bore him when she hears her son is virtuous and wise from them. Greater joy mother feels than she bore him when she hears her son is virtuous and wise from them, from the world, from the society. Yes, that is, when a mother, see, the nature is, when a woman bears a son, she feels the greatest joy. That is, a woman feels the greatest joy when she bears a son. But that joy is overruled by another joy. That joy is overruled by another joy. That is the joy that is brought by her son. That is the joy that a son brings to her mother is that he is virtuous, that he is wiser, that he is moral. All these good qualities, virtuous qualities, all the virtuous qualities, name and fame, dignity and decency, that a son earns because of his being and doing from the society. That is the greater joy to your mother. The joy that a son brings to her mother, gives to her mother, is greater than the joy the mother felt when she bore him. That is the joy that a mother feels hearing that her son is a great one, that her son is a great one because of his being and doing, that he is virtuous and that he is virtuous and does everything rightly and nicely, pleasing others, pleasing the world, and he earns good names, respect and dignity because of his being and learning and doing. Such greatness of the son would bring a greater joy to the mother. That is the message of this poem. Greater joy mother feels than she bore him when she hears her son is virtuous and wise from the society. Okay. And now let us see. Content. Satisfying mother's divine expectation by being great is son's duty. What is the duty of the son? The duty of the son is satisfying the expectation of his mother. That is, he should live a virtuous and dutiful and a respectful man. He should lead a life earning respect from the society in which he is a part. He should earn because of his being and doing and learning. He should earn great respect from the society. That respect will give great joy to his mother. That's all. Explanation. By nature, mother is more affectionate towards her son than her daughter. This mother feels happier than the happiness she felt when she bore him, when she hears that her son is virtuous and wise. That is, again, a mother feels happier than the happiness she felt when she bore him, when she hears that her son is virtuous and wise. That is, every mother longs to see her son shining and earning dignity and respect from the society by his honest and respectful deeds. So, the utmost duty of every son is satisfying the divine expectation of the divine mother, who carried him in her womb for about 260 days. Dear students, a son is in the womb of the mother for about 260 days. That is from 260 to 265 days for this long duration. The son is within the womb of the mother, but the daughter is within the womb of the mother more than 265 days. The son is within this from 260 to 265. That's all. But the daughter would be in the womb of the mother more than 265 days, up to 265 to 270 days. This is science. Again, greater joy mother feels than she bore him when she hears her son is virtuous and wise from them. Satisfying mother's divine expectation by being greater is son's duty. Seventieth couplet. Here Valluvana define the duty of a son towards his father and mother. The duty the son has is making the public wonder what a remarkable man would have been his father. தந்தை மகற்காற்றும் உதவி இவன் தந்தை எண்ணூற்றான் கொல் என்னும் சொல் தமிழ். The duty of the son has is making the public wonder what a remarkable man would have in his father. That is, what is the message of this poem? That is, seeing the good qualities and the greatness, seeing the good qualities and the greatness of the son, the world should wonder what type of wonderful man his father should have been. That is, seeing the good qualities and greatness of the son, the whole world should wonder what a great man, wonderful man his father should have been. That is the message. Content. Father chisels the physique. Mother grows the physique. Son feeds life to the physique. Daughter feeds the fragrance to the life. Again. Father chisels the physique. Mother grows the physique. It is the physique. Son feeds life to the physique. Daughter feeds fragrance to the life. You have your own meaning for it. Explanation. A long explanation I have given here. The duty of a sincere son is earning name and fame to his father by being himself virtuous and intellectual and making the public wonder about the greatness and virtue of his father. That is, the duty of a sincere son is earning name and fame to his father by being himself virtuous and intellectual, and making the public wonder about the greatness and virtue of his father. That is, it is parents' gene that chisel the physique of the issue, children. It is parents' genes that chisel the physique, the body of the issue, children. It is the same genes of the parents that transform the genetic qualities, including wisdom, to the issue. That is, not only the figure, but also the wisdom is transmitted from the parents to their issues, to their children. As mirror reflects the image, the offspring to the children, son and daughter, would reflect the image of the parents. As mirror reflects the image, the offspring, son and daughter, would reflect the image of the parents. As the tender coconut reflects the genetic qualities of the coconut. As the tender coconut reflects the genetic qualities of the coconut, the offspring would reflect the characteristic qualities of the parents. You see? As the tender coconut reflects the characteristic qualities of the coconut, genetic qualities of the coconut, children would reflect the genetic qualities, genetic qualities of the parents. You see, a rose would tell the color of its mother. A rose would tell the color of its mother. Jasmine would tell the qualities of its mother. Okay? A rose would tell the color of its mother. Jasmine would tell the quality, the fragrance of its mother. Okay? This again, the duty the son has is making the public wonder what a remarkable man would have been his father. தந்தை மகற்காற்றும் உதவி இவன் தந்தை என்னுட்டான் கொல்லனும் சொல். The duty of the son is earning name and fame to his father because of being virtuous and doing things virtuously, rightly, and being great, and earning good name from the society. By earning good name from the society alone, he could earn good name to his parents, to his father. That's all. My comments. Having worthful children, comments. Though the heading of this chapter is having worthful children, here Valluvan stresses the utmost duty of the parents towards their children. Further, he stresses the importance of father's role in molding the characteristic qualities of the children. That is, molding the characteristic qualities of the children. Father has to play the main role, important role, that the father should feel. Every father should feel. Feeding virtue, honesty, morality, and justice rightly to the children is the utmost duty of the father. That is, feeding virtue, honesty, morality, and justice rightly to the children is the utmost duty of the father. Further, father should rightly understand the mental strength of his children and give them due education accordingly. That is, knowing the mental strength of the children, they should give education to their children. Caring as soul, the health of the children. Caring as soul, the health of the children. That is, caring the health of the children as the soul, and feeding them love, kindness, and obedience mixed with responsibility is the sole duty of the mother. What is the duty of the mother? First, she should have the health of her children. Then she should feed them love, kindness, and obedience. coupled with, mixed with means coupled with responsibility. It is a sole duty, main duty. Then, what is the duty of the children? Earning fame and name coupled with dignity and respect by means of learning, earning, and living is the sole duty of the children. The duty of the children is earning name and fame coupled with the dignity and respect by means of learning, earning, by means of being, learning, earning, and living is the duty of the children. Father gives the form, mother gives the form. Father gives the form, mother grows the form, son gives life to the form, daughter gives it fragrance. Both parents and children are the parts of the society. We should respect the philosophy of life. We will all live happily, we shall live happily. We will all get delected, we shall get delected. This kind of philosophy, what should respect? If we respect this philosophy of life, we might shine as a full moon. Let us feed sweetness to the society as the fine fruit. Let us spread sweet smell as the jasmine. Let us feed sweetness to the society as the fine fruit. Let us spread a sweet smell as the jasmine. Let us please all as the evening breeze. Yes. Let us feed sweetness to the society as a fine fruit. Let us spread sweet smell as the jasmine. Let us please all as the evening breeze. These are the things we have to do. My couplet. While children shine, parents will shine. While children shine, parents will shine. While rain flourishes, Kartigai will flourish. When there is enough of rain in the month of Kartigai, Kartigai will be flourishing. Kartigai will be flourishing. When the children are great, when the children are shining, parents will be shining. This is my couplet. Respected elders, educationists, dear children, dear students, and dear teachers, in these 5 couplets we saw the definitions of Valduvan about the duties of father, mother, and children. What are their duties? And how parents feel pleased when they see their issues children are great in every way of life. Yes, parents feel pleased when they hear and see that their children are leading a respectful life, a dignified life their children are leading. And the children should feel satisfied when they satisfy the need of their parents, when they earn name and fame to their parents. It is the duty of the children. It's okay. Respected elders, dear teachers and students, I thank you very much for patiently and keenly listening to my class regarding the 5 couplets. We will see in the next class. Till then, I wish all of you a very nice and sweet time. Thank you.